Hello, everyone. It's been months and months since we've seen each other, and I don't know about you, but I certainly missed you. My regular day job has been fantastically busy lately, and it's all good stuff, but it hasn't really left me much time to color lately. But for today, at least, I'm back because my dear friends at Coloring Book Cafe are relaunching membership access to their site starting Thursday, November 21st, and they asked me to get the word out. So let's jump right in. So let's get the 800-pound gorilla in the room out of the way. My voice is a little trashed. I've been feeling under the weather, and this is probably the best it has sounded all week. So this is what you get. Now, if you don't know what Coloring Book Cafe is, it's a monthly membership for all of your coloring needs. They've got themed coloring books with pages that you print yourself kind of on demand. They've got master coloring book courses developed by yours truly and lots more. You can check it all out at coloringbookcafe.com. And while it's still technically supposed to be fall, we've had numerous snowfalls already in Chicago, and it feels like winter has moved in on us early. So this Coloring Book Cafe book called Country Winter is the perfect companion piece for the chilly Chicago weather. And this book has depictions of kind of winter sports activities like sledding and then cozy evenings by the fire and some really cute kind of holiday tablescapes in it. And I was very tempted by this little pair of birdies here. They kind of reminded me of the birdies that I see in my backyard bird feeder. So this was the page that I decided to do. I also saw it as a wonderful opportunity to break out some glitter, which you guys know me. I love using glitter on holiday and winter pages. It's kind of the only time when you can really get away with it and it doesn't seem weird. So I'm totally in on that. Now on these pine cones, I wanted just to keep it super simple. So the first thing that I did is I just kind of colored the entire surface of the pine cone in just a light kind of foundational color of light umber. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just that foundational layer. So we're going to be adding to this in a moment. Once that's down, I like to go back in with a darker brown to just sort of line some of these creases. It just sort of creates those shadows that these overhangs, these little kind of petally, overhang overlapping pieces would create. And going back, doing this, it really helps to sell the dimension. It really helps to just kind of drive home that these are not flat pine cones. You want to sell the idea that this is a three-dimensional object, and this is a really simple way to do that. So here's the glitter that I plan to use. It comes in this little bottle and it just squeezes out a very thin nozzle at the end, which actually makes it really easy to apply in kind of small areas. However, I don't think that I like how it looks with just the glitter alone. I want to give it the appearance that it's actually glistening snow. So I think that I'll put down kind of a white layer, with just my white POSCA pen, and it'll kind of just simulate just a little bit of snow that has kind of settled on some of these pine cone sections. And then I'll let that dry, and then I'll come back in afterwards and apply the glitter over top. And I think the combination of that will really sell that kind of glistening white snow. There we go. That's much better. Look how it kind of shines in the light. I really like using glitter on coloring. Now I'm going to go back in actually with black. I'm going to deepen some of these shadows. I like how it looks, but I think I just need to drive it home a little bit more. And if you want to take a lesson learned from me, it's a lot easier to do this before you add the glitter. So be happy with your pine cones before you add the glitter, because you cannot add anything kind of underneath it. And even just kind of going in around it makes it really difficult. It's dry, the glitter is dry, but it still really sticks to the underside of your hand. So I'm going to keep a nice little paper towel here just to keep wiping off my hand here as we go. And I'm just going to do the same thing with the other pine cones too, but this time in the right order to keep my hands clean. Now this little bird feeder, it's interesting. I'm just going to keep it simple. I don't want it to be, a little bit too much of a standout. And I'm just going to assume that it's made out of wood. And I'm just going to sort of start with my lightest layers, my lightest color layers. And then I'll use some of my darker colors just to simulate the appearance of wood. Another word to the wise. Be careful if you choose to glitter as you go. Kind of similar to the issue that I had before. As I color around the glitter areas, the side of my hand keeps brushing into it. So it might be better to save your glitter bombing until the end. For now, I'm just going to kind of cover some sections with a paper towel just to protect it from getting smudged and protect my hand at the same time. Now for the pine needles, they're so thin and there really isn't a lot of opportunity to make them special. So to compensate for that, I've decided to just use 4 different green colors to get that kind of varied look that I wanted. And you'll notice I don't really worry about it being perfect. I just kind of wanted to simulate those just real skinny kind of nettly strands because I can always go back in and kind of fill in the gaps that I've created. So you kind of do this in a couple of different phases. So have you guys checked out Coloring Book Cafe yet? I really like their service. It's sort of a monthly membership for anybody who loves to color. My favorite part is the access to the digital coloring books and the fact that I can print my own coloring pages. So often I'll buy coloring books, it's $20 or so, and I'll only end up coloring, a few pages in it. Either I don't like the paper or a few of the pages just aren't my style, could be a lot of things. But with Coloring Book Cafe, you just get to print whatever images that you like best on whatever paper that you like best. So you can use, some really nice, Strathmore, colored pencil paper, just to get, the most out of it. You can print it on watercolor paper if that's your medium of choice. It's just a lot easier and a lot more kind of customizable in terms of, you're picking the image that you like and you're picking the paper that you like. And then in cases like this where I like to add glitter, it's so much easier to do that on a printed page rather than inside a coloring book. Where the glitter can kind of migrate into other areas of the book or can even cause some uneven lumps. So when you color, adjacent pages, 1 or 2 deep, on either side of it, it kind of creates like a little bit of a textured issue. So, this kind of takes care of that as well. And you can do whatever you want with this. You can give it to a friend. You can, just kind of print it. You can make it into your Christmas cards, whatever you like. Now to finish us off, I'd like to put our 2 birdies in the middle of kind of the first snowfall of winter. Not only from the sky itself, but I'd also like to showcase some of the snow landing on and kind of building up within our scene too. So I'll do the same thing that I did before where I go in first with my white POSCA pen to paint in the snow. And I'm just kind of using my best judgment to just sort of decide where would the snow land in a page such as this, so I'm trying to kind of isolate some of those areas where it's more horizontal, where, snow would kind of stick to it a little bit better. And then I'm just going to create some organic shapes and just kind of make it look as though the snow just sort of collected here naturally. And then I'll go in and cap it all off with some glitter. And another word lesson learned from me, I went in a little bit too thick with this. I would have rather gone in a little bit thinner and then kind of spread it out. I did get a little bit too thick, a little bit gloopy, but no big deal. I think it still looks cute. All right, that looks to be just about enough. There is such a thing as too much glitter, and anymore, and we'd just be in a full-on snowstorm, and that's not what I want to put my little birdies through. Now, with that said, Don't forget to check out coloringbookcafe.com. Membership should be open now, but remember, it's only open for a limited time. They only open up access for just a few short days, maybe up to a week or so. So jump in while you can. And I know that they have a trial period to test out their service. So give it a go, see how you like it, and let me know down in the comments. If you're interested in seeing more of my coloring tutorials, check out my back catalog of videos. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, and happy coloring, you guys. Bye-bye.